Please put your hands together and welcome to the stage, the star of tonight's show, your hypnotist, Jason Simmons.
Jason Simmons, I am a hypnotist. It is an absolute pleasure to be here this afternoon at the Colchester Fringe. Just by a quick show of hands, put your hands up if you've ever been to a live hypnosis show before. Okay, only a couple of you. And put your hands up if you've never been to a live hypnosis show before. Quite a few of you, okay, good. Now there was one or two of you I saw didn't put your hands up. I know why you didn't put your hands up. Because you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, Jason, I know what you're trying to do. Already you're trying to control my mind. Now let me just tell you, hypnosis isn't mind control, because if it was, we wouldn't all be here tonight. Instead, we'd be at my house, you'd be washing my car, you'd be mowing my lawn, and you'd be listening to my wife moan about just how badly they're doing both of those things. So it's not mind control. Hypnosis, I guess the best way to describe hypnosis is that it's when you focus on a thought so much that it feels real in the moment. You focus on a thought so much, it feels real in the moment. If you've got trouble believing that, guess what? You are already doing it. Just by a quick show of hands, have we got any drivers in the room? Yeah, drivers, yeah. Have you ever driven somewhere, gotten all the way to the end of your destination, turned the key off in the ignition and then thought to yourself, how did I get here safely? That's hypnosis, because your unconscious mind allows you to think of something else. And while you're driving, while your conscious mind is thinking of doing other things. Or just give me a cheer if you're a parent in the room. Yep. Yeah. That was quite a happy cheer there. Quite glad to be with other kids today. I've got kids myself. Have you ever tried talking to your kids when they've been on a mobile phone or a tablet and they've been scrolling and you go, can you tidy your room? And they're like, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And you go, no, can you tidy your room now? And they go, yeah, I'll do it in a minute. And about 10 minutes later, they come and find you. They go, Dad, what did you say to me? That's hypnosis, because they're thinking of something else, they're focusing on something else, and other things are going on. But rather than me give you a list of ways that we're already doing this, how about I actually demonstrate this? Are we up for this? So what I want you to do, and this is an audience participation show, and what I mean by that is the more you participate this afternoon, the more fun you think you're going to be having. So what I'd like you all to do is take your right hand and raise your right hand up in the air just like so. Good stuff. Some of you are looking a bit confused. This is your right hand. All right, wave it from side to side like this. Go ho ho! Go ha ha! Hee hee! Alright, this is my age check for the adults now. Big circles like this, wax on. And then what does Mr. Miyagi do when he gets horny? He wax off. Alright, right hand up like this. And if your index finger and your thumb make kind of like a circle, like an OK signal. Now I did this in my hometown of Dartford last week. Some people didn't know what a circle was, so we are already one step ahead of them. Next point is really important. Make sure the remaining three fingers on that hand are completely straight. Now do exactly as I do. Look at your circle. Now look back at me. Take that circle, bring it towards your face and place it on your chin. Freeze, do not move. When you realise that this is your cheek and not your chin, you realise that yes, you can be hypnotised. Now there was one gentleman there, he didn't think I saw him, he was like this, and when I said chin, he went, what? So if this was you, I did this not to embarrass you, just to show you how quickly the critical faculties of your mind can be bypassed. So let's do one more very quick exercise just to show you how your mind works, and then we're going on with the show. So what I want everybody to do this time, don't disappoint me. On the count of three, I want everybody in this room to clap your hands. Don't disappoint me. On the count of three, everybody clap your hands. Here we go. You ready? Do it! I said on the count of three. On the count of three, here we go. Everybody clapping your hands. Ready? Clap! Okay, didn't catch someone this time. All right, we are going to do this all together on three. No tricks, no falling. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and... Interlock your fingers and cross your thumbs and squeeze your palms together nice and tight. That's right. Raise your hands up in front of your face like you're making a desperate prayer. You can make one whilst you're there if you like. And raise your first fingers, that's your index fingers, the fingers closest to your face. Now in a minute, not yet, I'm going to ask you to separate your fingers an inch apart. When I ask you to do this, what I'd like you to do, and do not do this yet, but when I ask you to do this, what I want you to do is to stare at the gap between your fingers, something kind of like this. And imagine that there are two powerful magnets on the end of those fingertips, putting them closer and closer together. Now, want it to happen, expect it to happen, watch it happen. Now, I will say this, before we do this afternoon, there is always at least two people in a room of this size that get their fingers, when they touch the this always happens. If this happens to you today, do not be alarmed or afraid. Just put your hands up in the air. I will come out, I will unlock your hands, and then we'll get on with the show. It's as simple as that. So here we go. On the count of 3, focusing all your attention on the end of your fingertips. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and separate your fingers an inch apart and imagine that there are 2 powerful magnets pulling those fingers closer and closer and closer together. That's it, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. In a moment, those fingertips are going to touch, and when they touch, just allow your eyes to close. Good stuff. They'll get there at different points for different people, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter, closing, 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 closing. That's it. Good stuff. As soon as those fingertips touch, just allow your eyes to close. Now with your fingertips touching and your eyes closed, I want you for a moment to go out into a fantasy and picture the person that is dearest to you on this planet. Now if there is more than one person, I want you to see more than one person. See their eyes and see them smiling, hear their voices and hear them laughing. Feel what you feel for them and notice now where those feelings are. Now as you feel that and as you listen to my voice, I want you now to imagine that those fingertips are sticking together. They are locking together, they are stuck, as if they are made of one piece of material, they're just bonded together. In a moment, I'm going to count up from 1 to 3, and when you realise that those fingertips are stuck, I'm going to ask you to try and pull those fingertips apart. For some of you, you're going to find the harder you try, the more impossible it's going to become. So here we go. 1, imagine them become bolted together, welded together, bonded together. 2, imagining as if they are made of one piece of material. They just will not separate. And as we reach the number 3, now as you try to pull those fingertips apart, for some of you, you're going to find the harder you try, the more impossible it's going to become now. Now, if you're genuinely trying to pull those fingertips apart now, stop, raise your hands a bit higher. Good stuff, that's it. To the point where if you were to try and pull those hands apart now, they just simply wouldn't come apart. They'd simply be stuck, locked, bonded together. So I will come out to the audience, I'll unlock your hands for you. Madam, your name is? Pamela. Pamela, did you think this would work for you? You're surprised. Okay, here we go. And then once we're going to unlock your hands. Ready? 1, 2, just like that. They come apart. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Lastly, you came to my show. We've got a gentleman just here. I will come back to you, sir, and we'll just unlock yours. 1, 2, just like that. Good stuff. Have we got any towards the back of the room before I go back? Got one just over there. Okay, good. All right, and we've got a gentleman just down here. Sir, your name is? Juan. Juan, and your fingers, how did they feel? All right, good stuff. They're out now. Good stuff. Excellent. Have we got any more before we move on with the show? Okay, I have to ask that because I did this at a show about a week ago. I do a mind reading show as well as this one. And after the show, I was about a mile away from the show. I got a call back from the Bluecoats. They said, Jason, you need to come back. There was a gentleman at the back of the room. His hands are stuck together. But not only that, he cannot speak. So I go all the way back to the venue. His wife is sitting next to him laughing her head off. And I said, Madam, why didn't you say anything? She said, you know what, we've been married 20 years and that is the quietest I've ever seen him. I didn't want to spoil it, so if that's you, then come and see me after the show. Okay, so good stuff. So that's how hypnosis works. It's all about suggestion. It's about suggestion about me working with you guys. So you will see up here on stage there are 8 identical chairs. That does not mean that I am merely looking for 8 people. In fact, the more people we get this afternoon, the better this show's going to be. And it's going to be a great show because of people like you being able to let go and have fun. I will say this beforehand, we did a show last night, we had these 8 chairs up, we had 10 volunteers, so let's see if we can beat that today. Secondly, I'm going to be asking for some willing volunteers to come join me up here on this stage in just a minute. Before I do that, I want to make you 3 promises. So promise number 1, I take this show all over the country, I do loads of fringes throughout the year. I've got no interest in making anybody look stupid today. So if you come up here this afternoon, I promise I will treat you with the utmost respect. I always get people come up to me after a show and they say, Jason, I was really thinking of volunteering this afternoon, but I just didn't, I was just scared. Don't be that person, come up, this is your time to do it. That's why you've come here, to take part in this show. Promise number 2, I know barely anyone in this room. I know the guy behind the desk doing the sound, so let's have a round of applause for our sound guy, ladies and gentlemen. I did this Fringe last year, so I met a couple at the Fringe last year. So I don't work with stooges, is what I'm trying to say. So if you come up here this afternoon, I'm under the impression you're willing to be hypnotised. If you come up here this afternoon and you sort of go to yourself, well, nothing's going to happen, guess what? Nothing is going to happen because it's not mind control, it's about trusting me, but more importantly, it's being able to trust yourself and just to let go and have fun. Promise Number 3 is that I promise if there's some small burden you're working on, perhaps an area of your life that you want to feel differently about, by the end of this show I'll give you the tools and techniques that you'll be able to take away and you'll be able to use in your life to change your life in ways that are going to be good and proper for you. I should mention this, before the show today I had someone approach me in the foyer. They said to me, Jason, I am thinking of volunteering this afternoon, but what happens if I get stuck in hypnosis? Stuck in hypnosis? I said, don't worry, if you get stuck in hypnosis, here at the Three Wise Monkeys, they've got a storage facility just over the back there. I'll take you out there and I'll come back in about a year's time to Colchester Fringe next year. I'll get 2 volunteers for the price of 1. You get 2 shows for the price of 1. It's quite a fair bargain. No, you cannot get stuck in hypnosis. So far, if, madam, for some odd reason this afternoon I suddenly drop down dead, which could happen, my blood pressure is very high, you will return to a normal waking state. You'll go about your day feeling really, really good. Okay, so this is a volunteer show. So if there are no volunteers, there is no show. So I'm hoping that you guys have come here, you're going to go volunteer, otherwise this is going to turn into a really boring lecture on hypnosis, man. Okay, so out in a moment I'm going to play a piece of music. On the first count of 3, I want everybody in this room up on your feet. I want some whooping, some hollering, some cheering. On the second count of 3, you're looking like you're not on board, sir, back there. I see it, he's got his arms crossed, the body language says it all there, sir, that's it. And he's like, I don't believe in this, a complete skeptic. He's sort of rolling his eyes at me. My wife gives me that exact same look, arms crossed, eyes rolled. I'm just joking, sir. Okay, so in a moment I'm going to play a piece of music. On the first count of 3, I want you all up on your feet, whooping, hollering, cheering, stamping your feet. Second count of 3, I want you making your way towards the stage and into these seats. And on the third count of 3, I want everybody that's remaining to give the guys up here a massive round of applause this afternoon. So what I'm going to do in a moment, I'm going to play a piece of music. First count of 3, I want you up on your feet, whooping, hollering, cheering. Second count of 3, I want you making your way towards the stage, becoming the volunteers for this afternoon's show. And on the third count of 3, give these guys a massive round of applause. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On this first count of 3, I want you all up, and I'm looking at you, so we're going to start this review right over there. So here we go. On the first count of 3, jumping out of your seat, whooping, hollering, cheering. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's have you up on your feet, Okay, just by put your hands, anyone up here been hypnotised before? Okay, I recognise you. Was you here last year? Did you come last year as well? They're not okay, good. Different hypnotists. Did you volunteer at that show as well?
That wasn't a show.
Oh, it was for like something else. Alright, brilliant stuff. Okay, good. So let's find out who we've got. Can I borrow you? Is that alright, sir? Can I ask you just to stand up for us for a second? And so your name is? Brett. Alright, Brett, can you turn, so we've got just about there. Just turn and face me if that's alright. You can take your hands out of your pockets, it's not that kind of show. If I could ask you just to step, we'll come down here actually because we've got a bit more space. So Brett, been hypnotised before? Alright, Brett, what I want you to do, just place your feet together and make them touch. Now it's important, Brett, don't move your feet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rock you off balance just slightly. Just go where I put you. I've got you, I'm not going to drop you, yeah? So I'm going to rock you towards me first and foremost. Do you feel yourself kind of resisting? Yeah. Alright, don't. Okay, so that's it. Just let go even more than that. So that's it. Just I've got you. That's it. There we go. Good. Alright, I'm not going to drop you. So there we go. Just completely. That's it. Just relax. Good. Much better. Excellent. And we're going to do exactly the same from the back this time, Brett. So I'm going to just rock you backwards towards me. I am right behind you. Good. Wonderful. You're doing really, really well. That's much better. Alright, Brett. Don't try to help me, but I'm going to lift your arms up, just allow them to go loose and limp as if they're made of 100 rubber bands. So don't try and sort of lift them up, but just as I pick them up, just allow them to fall back under their own weight. Does that make sense? Okay, ready? Just let them fall down, that's it. Just let them go completely loose. Even looser than that. There we go. That's better. Good, much better. All right, Brett. We're going to try this. So I want you to feel this. Good, that's it. That's right. Good. Excellent. Feeling more. And feeling more. Good. There we go. Good. That's it. And feeling more than that. Good. There we go. Excellent. And feeling more. Good. I'm right here. I've got it. Feeling more. Good. Excellent. Doing really well. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, turn and face the front for us. Brett, just allow your eyes to close. Now, Brett, you realise if you really wanted to, you could open your eyes, right? Good, so just close your eyes. Brett, I'm thinking of you right now. That's it. Feel this. And Brett, I want you to try to open your eyes and find a pressing down, sealing shut. In fact, the harder you try and open those eyes now, the more impossible it becomes. Good. A bit different there, wasn't it? Good. All right, we're going to try this then, Brett. Turn and face that way. So just like you did before, you'll feel that energy pulling you back towards me. I'm right behind you. As soon as you touch my hands this afternoon, you're going to go into the most profound state of relaxation. I will lower you down gently towards the floor. And as soon as your back touches the floor, you'll just relax far deeper than you thought even possible for you. Just nod your head if you understand. Excellent. So just allow your eyes to close. Good stuff. And Brett, I want you to feel this. Good. You just take all the time you need. There we go. Excellent. That's right. You can just allow yourself to go completely loose now. Limp and relax. Good. That's it. That's it. Just relax the every single muscle. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I feel you've got trust issues, Brett. Okay, good. All right, so we're going to do this then, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'd like each and every one of you to do up here on the stage right now is I'd like you to place your feet roughly flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, if that's all right. Take your hands out in front of you, just straight out in front of you. So they're about 6 inches apart, and then just bring the hands together. Interlock the fingers, cross the thumbs, and squeeze nice and tight. That's right, good. Excellent. Lock your elbows out. Good. All right, take a nice deep breath in, and take a nice deep breath out. And take another nice deep breath in, and another nice deep breath out. This time, as you breathe in, I want you to hold it at the top of your breath. And as you exhale, I want you just to allow your eyes to close if they aren't already closed. Good stuff, just allowing your eyes to close. Squeeze even tighter. Good. Excellent. I want you to imagine that I'm pouring the world's strongest super glue in between your hands, filling every single nook and cranny of those hands right now. They just become tighter and tighter and tighter. Now, at this point, I don't know what's going to start to feel more stuck for you, whether it's going to be the fingers or the palm. It is the fingers, I want you to imagine it now spreading into the palms. And if it's the palms, I want you to imagine it spreading into the fingers. And it could be one finger in particular that feels more stuck than the rest. Just allow that feeling now to spread out to the rest of the hand so those hands become completely locked, bonded together. Good stuff. And squeeze even tighter. And imagine now that I'm wrapping the world's strongest tape around those hands, just binding them, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. That's right. In a moment, I'm going to count up from 1 to 3, and when I reach the number 3, for some of you, you're going to find the harder you try and pull those hands apart, the more impossible it's going to become. So here we go. 1, imagine them becoming bolted together, welded together, bonded together. 2, imagine it as if they are made of one piece of material. They just will not separate. And as we reach the number 3, now when you realize that those hands are stuck, I want you to try and pull those hands apart and find the harder you try, the more impossible it becomes. Now, that's it, getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Good stuff, you're doing really, really well. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and when I reach the number 3, your hands will become free. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Good, excellent. Good stuff, doing really, really well. I'm just a bit stuck here. How do your hands feel? Like they're in cement. Okay, good. All right, we're going to unlock your hands. Ready? 1, 2, and just like that. Okay. It's part of the manual. All right, we're going to unlock these hands just like that. There we go. Okay. Very good volunteer, I think. Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You look very confused there. Okay, so what I'd like you to do, you can see here they've gone all out on the budget and the lighting of this place. They've put some fantastic lights up here just for me this afternoon. So what I'd like you all to do, just place your feet flat on the floor, roughly shoulder width apart, and I'd like you just to pick one of those lights up above your eye line. And what I'd like you to do is take your hands and place them sort of palm up on your knees. It might seem a little bit unnatural, this just helps with the hypnotic process. Excellent, so I'd like you just to take a nice deep breath in, and take another nice deep breath out. Good. And this time, taking another nice deep breath in, and another nice deep breath out. Good stuff. And as you breathe in now, at a rate and a speed that's right for you, you noticing the heaviness of your eyes as you start to relax your body in different ways, perhaps starting with the very top of your head. I want you just to allow the muscles in your brow to become loose, limp and relaxed. Good stuff. And just completely let go as that feeling now starts to drift down into the muscles around the eyelids. And notice those eyelids getting heavier and heavier and heavier. That's right. Good. Excellent. You can be linking that wonderful feeling to the feeling of just allowing yourself to completely let go of that feeling. Good. And now imagine that feeling down, cascading down your face, into your cheeks, and slipping down into the muscles of the neck, into your chin and jaw, relaxing down in that direction, heading forward. Good. And imagine now that wonderful feeling starts to relax all the muscles in the neck, spreads down into your shoulders and into your arms, into your biceps and triceps, into your elbows. That's right. Spread it down into your wrists and hands, into the very tips of your fingers. Good. And imagine now that that feeling starts to spread across the chest, all the way across your chest and down into your waist, your hips and your abdomen. Just like a pebble being thrown into a pond, just that wonderful relaxation just spreading out just like ripples of a pond. Imagine now that that wonderful feeling starts to spread down into your legs, into your thighs, and into your knees, and journeys down into your shins and calves, into your ankles and into your toes until you feel totally relaxed right now. Good. And imagine now that that wonderful feeling starts to spread up the back of the legs, all the way up the back of your body, up and into each and every individual vertebrae. That's right, just relaxing. Imagine that feeling spreading over the face, cascading down your face like a wonderful waterfall of relaxation. You can make it one continuous loop now, and each time it passes your body, it just allows you to relax even more fully. So in a moment, I'm going to walk down the line. I'm going to pick up your left hand. I want you to allow your left hand to go completely loose and limp as if it is made of 100 wet dishcloths. As soon as that hand drops down into your lap, that will be your silent signal to go 10 times deeper. Just nod your head if you understand. Good. So in a moment, I'm going to walk down the line. Pick up your left hand. When I pick up that left hand and drop it down into your lap, as soon as it touches your lap, you're going to go 10 times deeper into this wonderful feeling. Just nod your head if you understand. Good. Okay, so just putting up your left hand, just let it go completely loose and limp. And as soon as that hand drops down, you're going to go 10 times deeper now. So just Okay, so I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage. Now, anytime I say the word sleep from this point forward, if your eyes are open, your eyes will close down onto your face, your head will fall forward onto your chest, and you'll just go 10 times deeper. Just nod your head if you understand. Good. Anytime I say the word sleep now, your head will fall down onto your chest, your eyes will close down fully onto your face, and you go 10 times deeper. Just nod your head if you understand. If for any reason we need to leave this venue this afternoon in an emergency, you will return to a completely normal waking state. Any unuseful suggestion I've given you up until that point will be completely erased from your mind. Just nod your head if you understand. Good. That's fine. And also, final piece of advice, if there, for any reason, you will become aware, if you get near to the edge of the stage this afternoon, you will return to a normal waking awareness. You will be fully aware of the edge of the stage also. So in a moment, guys, we're going to link that, the applause to these guys feeling good. So anytime you hear applause this afternoon, that's going to make you feel 10 times better. You're just going to feel 10 times better anytime you hear the applause. So for the first time, we're going to link that applause to these guys up here on stage this afternoon. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give our wonderful volunteers a massive round of applause this afternoon. Right now, in a moment, you're going to hear a piece of music. When you hear that piece of music, you're going to believe that you are in the world's funniest cinema. You're going to believe that you're watching the world's funniest movie. In fact, the more this music plays, the funnier this movie is going to seem. It's just going, grin is going to start to turn into a chuckle. That chuckle is going to start to turn into a laugh, and it's just going to get funnier and funnier and funnier. So as soon as that music starts now, let's see you in the world's funniest movie. It starts to get funnier and funnier and funnier. That's it. It just gets funnier and funnier. That grin is going to start to turn into a chuckle. That chuckle is going to start to turn into a laugh, and it just gets funnier and funnier and funnier. That's it. It just gets 10 times funnier. Even funnier than that is when I snap my foot. It's funnier and funnier. And person I'm touching on the shoulder now, in a moment you're going to start to laugh like a little schoolgirl. Okay, and sleep and relax. Good stuff. You're doing really well. That's it. Sleeping all the way. Just move it. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Ooh. Excellent. So I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now. In a moment you're going to hear a piece of music, and you are going to believe that you are typing away in the music. You're going to start to type away on your typewriters in time with the music. So I want you to reach forward and just get a feel of the keys in front of you. Just reaching forward, reach your hands out, reaching your hands out, reaching your hands out. Get a feel of those keys in front of you. That's right, reaching out, getting those feel of those hands in front of you, getting a feel of those keys. That's right, reaching forward. And when that music starts, you're going to start tapping away in time. You're going to go from left to right and from right to left. And you're going to just tap along in time with the music. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. That's right, tapping away on those keys. That's it. There's lots of projects to finish. Tapping away, going from left to left. Let's do it. In a moment, I'm going to say now when that typewriters are going to get 10 times bigger as we get around it. Now they're going to get 10 times bigger. They just get bigger and bigger and bigger with each pass of music. Just larger and larger and larger and larger. That's right. In a moment, I'm going to click my fingers and that typewriter is going to get like it's 1 inch tall now. So it just gets 1 inch tall. That's it. It gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Good stuff. Smaller and smaller. And guys, and sleep all the way down. Good stuff, just so give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff, and your name was? Dagmar. Dagmar, can I ask you just to sit there for us, please? And Dagmar, are you left or right-handed? Right, can I borrow that hand if that's all right? Dagmar, just look me in the eyes, just relax that hand. And then we'll just sleep all the way down that. Okay, good stuff. So I am talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now. In a moment, You're going to believe that you're a goldfish in a bowl. You're going to believe that you're a goldfish and you're the loneliest goldfish in the world. You're in your own bowl. Your hands are going to become your flippers. Your hands are going to become your flippers. So that's it. Just get your hands ready now. So start lifting those hands up. Your hands become your flippers. And as that music starts now, you're going to start swimming around in your bowl. That's it. Swimming around in your bowl. Swimming around in your bowl. Your hands are your flippers. That's right. Swimming around in that bowl. That's it. Having the time of your life. So I am going to walk down the line. As I walk down the line, you're going to tap you on the head. And you want some food, you're going to swim up towards the top of the bowl. So swimming up towards the top of the bowl. That's right. Swimming up towards the top of the bowl. That's it. Swimming up towards the top of the bowl. Go back to the okay, but you realise that you aren't the only fish in this bowl or something. You realise that you aren't the only fish in this bowl. There is a bigger fish in this bowl. So in a moment that music is going to change. And when that music changes, you're now not the only fish in that bowl. That's it. You've got to remain absolutely still because that fish is swimming around the bowl. That fish is swimming around the bowl. That's it. Looking for something to Oh no, he's back again, he's back. Remain absolutely still. Okay, I think he's gone. You can flip him the bird or do whatever you do just to say he's gone. That's it. And you can just sleep all the way down. So give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now. In a moment, you're going to believe that you are violinists in the world-famous Philharmonic Orchestra. You are violinists in the world-famous Philharmonic Orchestra. What I'd like you to do, your violin is conveniently placed underneath your seat. So we're going to reach down and pick up your violin, reach down underneath your seat, pick up your violin. That's it, reaching down underneath your seat, picking up your violin. Good stuff. And I'd like you to reach down underneath your seat, picking up your bow, reach down your seat. If you haven't already picked up your bow, picking up your bow. Good stuff. In a moment, the music is going to start. When that music starts this afternoon, you're going to start playing along all the time with the music. So I want you just to give that a little tune up first. That's it, giving it just a little tune up first. Make sure that your instrument is tuned. So in a moment, that music is going to start. As soon as that music starts, you are going to believe that you are playing along with the Philharmonic Orchestra. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to put your hands together and please welcome to the stage this evening our wonderful Philharmonic Orchestra. We've got a special guest. We've got the string section from the Philharmonic Orchestra here live at the Colchester Fringe. So ladies and gentlemen, as they take their seats, get ready to clap along in time with the music, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, just finishing their tuning, put the final preparation in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, clap along in time with the Philharmonic Orchestra. Larger and larger. Alright, just taking a nice deep breath in and just sleep all the way down. That's right, relaxing every single muscle, nerve and fibre. And, oh my God. I bet you wish you had this power, don't you, sir? Okay, so in a moment you're going to hear a piece of music. Now we're going to do some bits with their eyes open. So, let's try and see how we can get on with some of these guys up here on stage. So, person, I am touching on the shoulder. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. You're going to open your eyes. You're going to try and remember your name, but your name just will not come to you. It's just not there. You will not know what your name is. You just won't be aware of your name. You're just going to completely forget your name. Just nod your head if you understand. Good stuff. All right, person. This is going to be interesting. So now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I reach the number 3, you're going to try and recite your favourite joke, but you will not be able to get to the punchline. It's going to be the funniest joke you've ever told. The further along the setup to this joke you get, the funnier it's going to seem. It's just going to get funnier and funnier and funnier until you just burst out laughing. You will not be able to get to that punchline. Just nod your head if you understand. Person, I'm touching on the shoulder now. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. For you, you're going to forget the number 7. You're going to forget the number 7. You will not be able to remember that number. When I ask you to recite your numbers, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just nod your head if you understand. Excellent. Person, I am touching on the shoulder now. If the audience laugh for any reason this afternoon, you are going to believe that you are part of the laughter police this afternoon. You will have no problems at all with getting up and telling people to be quiet. Shush, be quiet. This is a serious show to take the Colchester Fringe seriously. You are the laughter police this afternoon. If you hear anybody laughing this afternoon, that is your job just to get... You're not going to get violent with anyone, but you're just going to get up from your seat. You're going to go, "Oi, you, shut up, be quiet." You have no problems with doing that. Just nod your head if you understand. Person, I am touching on the shoulder now. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. You're going to open your eyes, and you're going to believe that you are an elbow inspector. You're going to believe you're an elbow inspector. You're here to inspect everybody's elbows this afternoon. So you're going to walk around the room. If you see someone's elbows looking a little bit funny, you're just going to walk over, just get a little test to make sure their elbow is working. And when you're satisfied, you're just going to move on to the next person. Just nod your head if you understand. Excellent. And person, I'm touching on the shoulder now. I don't know what this is going to be very interesting. Person, I'm touching on the shoulder now. You are also going to believe that you are an elbow inspector. You're going to get up, you're going to go out, and you're just going to check, make sure, because you don't trust in the other elbow inspector. You're the real elbow inspector. She'll learn from you, and she needs to make sure, just nod your head if you understand. Good stuff. And person, I am touching on the shoulder now. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 3. And when I reach the number 3, you're going to recite the alphabet. But for you, there are going to be no other letters than A, B, C, D, E, F, E, I, E, I, O. It's going to be A, B, C, D, E, I, E, I, O. There are no other letters. You're just going to get very angry if anybody tells you there's anything otherwise. It's going to be A, B, C, D, E, I, E, I, O. So just nod your head if you understand. Good stuff. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, wide awake. Good stuff. So give these guys a massive round of applause. Is it a long name? Is it a short name? My name's Jason. Okay, just keep an eye on that, please. Okay, and we've got a comedian on our wrist. So, madam, could you you just do me a favour and do you know any jokes for us? No, it's okay. But do you reckon you could recite your favourite joke for us?
Keep it down, please.
I'll come back to you. Your name again was? Thank my words you do for teaching. You're a teacher, kids homeschooling. So Dagmar, you must be quite good. Do you remember that little nursery rhyme they used to teach the alphabet with? ABCD what? Sorry, ABCD. Is there any more letters than that? Have you learned the alphabet from Dagmar? Keep an eye on it, William. I'm just going to go out and find out what's going on out here. Sorry, there seems to be a problem. What's up? Keep an eye on that one over there for us, please. Okay, and then finally, sorry, what do you do for a living? University, so you must be quite good with numbers? Yeah, do you reckon you can count to 10 for us? Is that something you can quite easily do?
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay, you hold your hands out in front of you for us. Both of them, if that's alright, we'll start with one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, sorry, your name again.
I think that one works, yeah.
Alright, do you want to be with a chance of winning a cash prize? Alright, all you've got to do is answer this question, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is answer this question. Alright, what is your name? That's all you do. What is your name? Cash prize, what is your name? For £100, what is your name? I'm afraid we're out of time. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we will come back to you. All right, okay, let's just check your fingers. Let's just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's try this. Do you want to be with a chance of winning a prize? All you got to do is answer one of these questions. One of these questions, ladies and gentlemen. Complete the famous film title, Snow White and How Many Dwarfs? No, it's not 11. That's not the number we're looking for, I'm afraid. Okay, let's try another one. James Bond is better known as 00. It's not 001, I'm afraid that's not what we're looking for. Alright, we'll try and make it a bit easier. How many wonders of the world are there? 12, no, it's not 12, I'm afraid. Alright, let's make it even easier. How many days in a week? No, I'm afraid that's not the number we're looking for. Ready, 1, 2. Sleep all the way. Good stuff. Sleeping all the way. And that joke again was? Alright, and sleep. And Dagmar, let's just, can you just stand up just for 2 seconds for us, Dagmar? I'm just going to budge you just there and just take a seat for us. And Dagmar, take a stick and just all the way up. I think we just about expected everybody. So was everything alright? She wasn't doing it properly, no, I didn't think so. It's good to do your hair. Can you just take a seat for us? Just back there. And then we'll just find out what's going on back here. Everything alright back here? Back row. Back row, we've got our eyes on you guys. Alright, everything alright there? What's the problem? They're not working, okay. Okay, I think that's alright. You can take take a seat for us. All right, taking a nice deep breath in, just take a nice deep breath in. Give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic crowd. You should have seen last night. I'll talk about it afterwards. But here we go. These have been fantastic. So I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now. In a moment, you're going to hear a mobile phone ring. You're going to believe that your right foot, your right shoe is your phone. You're going to believe that your right shoe is your phone. It's the most important call that you're going to take of your life. It is from your favourite celebrity. It's from the most favourite celebrity that you've got. Your right shoe is going to become your phone. You're going to rush to answer that phone as quick as you can. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Eyes open wide awake. Oh, somebody's phone's ringing. Somebody's phone's ringing. Pick it up. Pick it up. Steve, who's Steve? Who's on the phone? Oh, your mum. Who's on the phone? All right, in a moment I'm going to click my fingers. You're going to wonder what the hell you're doing holding your phone. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, what were you doing there? Sorry, what was you doing there? All right, this time when you hear the phone ringing, it's going to be the person you hate most of all. If they are in the room this afternoon, you will not mention that person's name. But you might have learned that from experience, so you could be wondering that. But you are going to believe that this time it's the person that you hate the most in the world. You're going to pick up that phone as quick as you can, that right foot, that right shoe, and you're going to answer that phone, and you're going to be in no uncertain terms. You're going to be very derogatory about that person. So here we go. Phone's ringing again. Phone's ringing again. Now phone's ringing. Phone's ringing. Pick up the phone. That's it. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. That's it. Let's find out who we've got.
Not you! You put me through hell!
Sorry,
You know that's
who are you on the phone to? Who are you on the phone to?
my ex-boss.
Sorry, who's on the phone?
Hell!
Okay, in a moment, you're going to come from 1 to 3. You're going to wonder what the hell you were doing. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, what are you doing there? Okay, I'm trying to do this. Sorry, what was you do realise you've shoe in your hand. Alright, taking a nice deep breath in as you put those shoes in, just sleep. Alright, good. Alright, just relax the back of the shoe. Okay, give these guys a massive round of applause. Let's do one more. Finish my show, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll do one last thing with these guys, and then we're going to move on because we've got one more. We've got a show after us, so we've got to be out of here as quick as. I'd love to be here all day. Okay, so I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage now. You can just relax your head forward, that's it, just as comfortable. I'm talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now. In a moment, you are going to believe that you are riders in the Grand National. You are on the best horse of this race, and you are going to believe that you are destined to win this race. You're going to do your utmost to win this race. So what I'd like you to do now is to reach forward and pick up your reins, reaching forward, picking up your reins, reaching forward and picking up your reins. That's right, getting ready for this race. And you can give your horse a little tickle under the chin. Except you realise you're on the horse the back way. Sorry, you're on the wrong way. I'll just turn it round for you, just so it's the right way. There's it, you can stand there, it's turned round. Okay, that's it. Yeah, he's turned round now, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, they are on the starters' orders this afternoon. You will become aware of the edge of the stage, even if I might not, this afternoon. So you will not get close to the edge of the stage this afternoon. You're going to ride this horse like you've never ridden before. You're going to ride it as hard as you can. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, they are under starters orders this afternoon as they get ready to take off. And ladies and gentlemen, and they're off! That's it, so we've got 1 in front, 2 is followed by 3. That's right, 4. That's all the way out of the seat, that's it. 4 is right, taking an early lead there, ladies and gentlemen. No, I do realise I've got to keep my eye on this. Okay, so they're coming up towards the first jump of this race, ladies and gentlemen. The first jump of this race is probably the easiest jump of this race. So here we go, up towards the first jump. Oh, they're over the first jump, that's it. I don't know what seems to be going on with 5, but 4 is all the way out in front now, ladies and gentlemen. 3 is getting up. That's and now we're coming up towards the next jump, ladies and gentlemen. They're coming up towards the next jump. This is an intermediate jump, so here we go. Whoa, over the next jump, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go, they're coming around the first bend, ladies and gentlemen, coming around the bend into the third jump. Now this jump does usually take out a few riders, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go, whoa, over the third jump. Now they are coming up towards the final furlong of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up towards the final furlong of this race. This is the most treacherous part of this race. So they start to ride their horses a bit faster and a bit harder now, ladies and gentlemen. All times becoming away on the edge of the stage. So coming up towards the fourth and probably the most difficult jump of this race. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as they reach that jump. Whoa! All the way over there. Okay, you don't wonder what you were doing. Take a seat there for us. I was pretty worried. I was just going to go take a seat there. Excellent, they're coming up towards the end of this race now and just sleep all the way. Coming up towards the finish now, ladies and gentlemen. That's it, really riding these horses now. As they reach the finish line, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to give the biggest, cheesiest grin as they pass it. It's going to be a photo finish. So you better get your cameras ready. It is going to be what we call a collab moment, ladies and gentlemen. As they reach the end of the race, right now, that's it. Give you the cheesiest grin. Maybe showing your competitors exactly what you think of them. Excellent, and just give them a massive round of applause. So I thought, wait, where is she going? I don't know what happened to her horse. It just went, and she just thought, I'm leaving that horse, I'm going. Okay, good night stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been fantastic tonight for us this afternoon. I am going to wake each and every one of these up right now. So what I'm going to do, in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I reach the number 5, any unuseful suggestion I've given you up until this point will be completely erased from your mind. Person I am touching on the shoulder now though, anytime for the next 5 minutes you hear me say the words hypnosis, you will have no problem in being very rude about me. You will be convinced that you have not been hypnotised this afternoon. In fact, the ruder you are about me, the better. You're going to be so derogatory about me. You know, you're not going to get violent with me, but you're going to get very vocal. You're going to say it's rubbish. I don't believe in it. This bloke is a charlatan. Whatever comes to your mind. Person I'm touching on the shoulder now for the next 5 minutes. Whenever you hear my name, Jason Simmons, you're going to have this overwhelming desire to jump out of your seat, shout at the top of your lungs, best thing I've ever seen! And you're going to wonder what the hell you were doing just for the next 5 minutes or until you leave this room for the first time. Person I am touching on the shoulder now, in a moment when you hear my name, when you hear me say thanks and good night, you will have this overwhelming desire, and you will as well, to jump out of your seats and shout at the top of your voices, I believe in fairies! I really do! And then you're going to wonder what the hell you were doing. Person I'm touching on the shoulder now for the next 5 minutes and 5 minutes only after the show. If you go to grab a drink from the bar or a drink from that you've got at your seat back or where you're sitting, you will not be able to reach your mouth. You're not going to spill that drink, but that drink will not be able to reach your mouth. Just the harder you try and reach the mouth, the further it's going to get away. Just nod your head if you understand. And person I am touching on the shoulder now, when you hear me say the words hypnosis, and I'm talking to you and to you, when you hear me say the words hypnosis, you will also be very rude about me. You'll in fact be going, I want my money back. Rubbish, I can't believe it. It's just complete shite. Whatever comes to your mind. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. Any unuseful suggestion I've given you, except for the last suggestions, which will only last for 5 minutes or until you leave the room for the first time, any unuseful suggestion completely erased from your mind. So if you want to take part in this part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to do so. What I'd like you to do is to place your feet roughly shoulder width apart, flat on the floor, and just fully engage in this process. It's So I am talking to each and every one of you up here on stage right now, and I'm talking to those of you who want to engage with this part of the show in your seats in the audience. Just take a nice deep breath in, and just for a moment allow your eyes to close. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you just to think of something that you want to change, or allow your unconscious mind to think of something that you want to change. Now it might be something small, like I want to feel happier for the rest of the day, or it might be something big, like there's a certain situation I want to feel differently about, or there's a certain aspect of my life that I'd like to really excel or exceed in. Whatever it is, I want you just to allow your unconscious mind to think of what that is right now. Good stuff. And I want you just to allow your unconscious mind, when it identifies that, to think about what is the one thing that it needs to change right here and right now in order for you to be able to move forward with your life in a way that's going to be right and proper for you. Because sometimes just quieting down, listening to the internal dialogue is all that we need. That single step is the most important step that we take on our journeys towards a better us, or a better person, or a better thing. So in a moment I'm going to just remain quiet for a couple of moments. I just want your unconscious mind to just start this process and realise that over the next coming days and weeks that you're going to begin to notice small changes. In fact, you might not even notice those changes. The people that you love most and adore most are going to be the ones that start to notice that within you. They're going to notice that you feel happier, you look better, and you just look really, really good. So just allow your unconscious mind to now start to make those changes on a cellular and molecular level. And when I speak for the next time, that's when we're going to bring a close to this process. Allowing your unconscious mind to make all those necessary changes over the coming days and weeks to really enable you to start to drive forward in a way that's going to be right for you. So now we're going to count up from 1 to 5, and when I reach the number 5, your eyes are going to open. You're going to feel fantastic from the very top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. So I'm talking to each of you in the audience and all of those of you up here on stage. So 1, becoming aware of your feet on the floor. 2, becoming aware of your back against the chair in which you are sitting. 3, taking a nice deep breath in of clean, fresh air. 4, feeling as if those eyes have been bathed in fresh spring water. And only as quickly as your mind and body can make all of the necessary changes to really enable you to move forward in a way that's going to be right and proper for you. Only then when your eyes open and you just feel really, really good. As if you've had an 8-hour sleep, a 12-hour massage, you're just going to feel fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, give these guys a massive round of applause. Without no participation, there would be no show this afternoon. So do have a chat with these guys afterwards. They're the stars. I'm not the star, I'm really just the bicycle that moves this. So you have been fantastic this afternoon. I hope you've enjoyed this show. And if you have, I've been Jason Simmons. You know,
I don't need fairies, I really do!
Thanks very much. Do feel free to follow me on the socials. Sorry? Oh shit, sorry. I'm very sorry, I disappointed you. No, but I hope you've enjoyed the show this afternoon. Okay, thanks for it. So you've not been hypnotised during the show?
No, I was just acting.
Okay.
Hypnosis!
You're an absolute embarrassment.
Sorry, I didn't realise that my mum was in the audience this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here. Do feel free to follow me on the socials. You know, it's Jason Simmons, Hypnotist. And then, you know, big round of applause for the bar staff at the back, been manning the floor on his own. Big round of applause for the wonderful food staff back in the back. That's like a man in the box. There's a show here afterwards, so you know, do feel free if there are tickets left. I'm not sure. Go and see this Fringe staff and see if there's tickets left because it's a fantastic show. It's a spooky and gay. That's what it's called, spooky and gay. All right, so I'm Jason Simmons. You've been watching the afternoon Hypnosis. Alright, thanks and good night, guys.
If you'd like something you see, please download the app because you can vote on there.